Hi guys, this is Nigel from GosuGamers reporting from the second day of House Cup. I'm joined here by Kolento, who just won his quarterfinal match and will be playing in the semifinals tomorrow. So Kolento, feeling good after the win?
Not really. I misplayed a few times and I didn't feel comfortable today to play games, and I felt much better yesterday and I don't know what's the problem.
Are you feeling like tired or something?
I don't feel like I'm tired. I just felt like I couldn't think good enough. Like not as usual.
Now, Ecop made a lot of mistakes actually himself. Like you said, you're not happy with your performance. Like had it been another player and not Ecop, like maybe like a player that made fewer mistakes, would you be still able to be in the semifinals?
Well, Ecop didn't.
He was little.
Yeah, he didn't win the game with a freeze mage when he had like fireball and it was like clear little. And freeze mage would have been a pain for me because I didn't have much to play against it. I mean, I could. He would never like keep the mage after the last because I had warrior. I know warrior is a good counter, but problem with mage, you can just pick my decks one after another after I will switch a deck into something else. And if I just play warrior, I need to beat all decks, and only after that he will play mage, and he might not even play it because it's not a best of 9, it's only best of 7. So that was a really big mistake from his side to lose such a valuable deck for him.
Do you feel confident coming into the semifinals tomorrow?
I don't know. As I said, I don't know what's the problem here today, but maybe tomorrow I will be like as usual. I will be in a good shape. Spot.
Yeah. Hoping you get better, like, and give some good games. So we've been talking to a lot of the players and here at House Cup, and their unanimous opinion about you is you're the favorite because you train and practice like a fucking machine. They said that Kolento plays for 12 hours, he stops stream and he plays for like several more. Are you getting burned out having so much practice time?
I haven't played much last couple weeks actually because there was like Blizzcon qualifiers. I was busy getting visas and I was playing Prismata Cup. I was playing like, I mean it's still like kind of practice, but not really because you're not testing decks. You're just playing couple matches and that's it. With decks you're sure about, but you're not trying new stuff. Then I was busy because I temporarily moved from my city into another city, so I haven't had enough time to play HearthStone and I didn't have enough time to practice actually.
You're still doing well. One other thing that the guys mentioned is that when we asked them about your weaknesses, is one of the favorites actually coming into the tournament, is they said that they pointed out the deck building you do, and they said that you're more of an solid orthodox deck builder, and that if you encounter like a strange deck that you have never seen before, you'll probably you're likely to lose because you don't expect and know how to react to it. Do you see this weakness in yourself, or are they wrong?
I'm trying to play around particular cards, and when I see something else, yes, it might be bad for me because like I might play weapon on turn 4 if I have mana and I have nothing else to do, but my opponent might have Harrison Jones. I'm not expecting it, but it's only a case for like couple first matchups because after that all decks are revealed and most of the cards are revealed as well. So we passed the stage on Viagame House Cup, so it shouldn't be a case anymore.
Well, some players are bringing weird stuff. Like we've seen Tides of Time bringing Face Warrior. What do you think actually about this deck? Like a lot of people expect every warrior deck to be controlled, but Tides and Renet are having like another take on it.
Well, I can't like say on fly what's were in his mind when they were bringing Face Warrior. Maybe they were trying to surprise his opponent. Like let's say they might like say I'm switching into warrior. Opponent expects control warrior, picks a counter, but it's aggro. And it might work, but only once, obviously.
So you're not worried, like if you encounter the deck in the playoffs, you're confident you can beat him, like now that you know that it's Face Warrior.
Yes, when you know it's Face Warrior, you not only have a danger of picking a bad matchup when you don't know what kind of deck Warrior is playing. You also know what kind of mulligans you should do, so face Warrior shouldn't be a big problem.
Does it actually bother you that everybody pretty much considers you the favorite to win every tournament that you enter?
Yes.
Why?
I mean, it's HearthStone. There's a lot of good players, and everyone is making not the best plays, and me as well. So, yeah, I could say, like, if I wouldn't have done a single mistake in this tournament, maybe I would have answered differently, but since I made them, so yeah, I can't name myself as a favorite in any tournament. So,
Are you afraid like you're disappointing fans and stuff?
well, someone has definitely got disappointed of me. I sure.
They shouldn't actually, because you're playing fantastically in most of the tournaments you're playing. You started as a streamer, and like I think Millennium Cup was the first offline event you attended like in person. Was it? Yeah.
Yeah, Millennium Cup.
Yeah. So transitioning from this streamer to being a regular tournament player, how did you had to change your playstyle or deck building to from grinding ladder to winning tournaments?
I actually like to use tested decks I'm comfortable with. When you bring in something new, well, you're not sure that it's good. When you're using deck cards you're sure in, like, it's better for you. Like, you know that then you will not be in disadvantage if you play another card. It might be some kind of difference. Like, you might play Black Knight, you might not play it, or yeah, it's fine, I would say. But I also want to mention that I didn't prepare well for this
For House Cup here?
decks, bans, systems.
Okay.
I mean, for this tournament, you should have a clear understanding, like, what do you want to achieve by bringing some kind of decks? What do you want to counter? Because you have all options available for you, and if you lose in the game, you really don't want to lose next game if you're picking bad deck, which is maybe a favorable matchup, but not highly favorable.
Speaking of tournaments, I remember an interview with RDU that we did a few months ago, and he had just came off, I think, Zolta Queen in second place in Gosu Cup, and he said that to be a good tournament player, you actually have to attend and learn every format. So this was the time like he was getting called out to be, like just a lucky guy, and he was entering, weekly cups just to prove that he's a good player. Do you think that pro gamers should, try these kind of small weekly cups and, try to win them as well instead of just going to big invitationals like this one?
I mean, probably, but how often will we see same format in tournaments? I don't think it will happen often. I don't think this format will be popular because it's really hard work to prepare all 9 decks. Yes, it's kind of interesting format and it might be a bit better than usual one, but it's just a lot of work for players.
You don't think the format here will catch up like in future tournaments? Because that's kind of actually been the opinion across most of the guys, that they believe that this will be the new standard for example, for playoffs of big tournaments.
Maybe some tournaments will take this format, but I'm almost sure it will not be like super popular.
Okay, so you recently qualified for Blizzcon Europe, winning the quarterfinals, and you'll be going to compete at the end of October, and then in November, hopefully in the big event, like if you beat the group stages. I want to ask you something about the 4 guys. Like, you're going there with Green Sheep and Number Guy and Kaur. How do you feel like Europe is represented in the World Finals? Obviously, people still consider you the favorite, but the other 3 guys are pretty unknown to the general public. So I don't know. I don't remember who. I think RDU said that he thinks that Europe is a bit weaker than NA, for example, just because the guys that are going there don't have that much experience.
Greenship is a really strong player. I was playing against him on Prismata Cup and he got second place. He beat me once, but on the finals I beat him and I managed to take first place. So Greenship is no doubt will have a good performance. About Kaur, Yeah, I saw his plays, and he got a pretty easy group, and he did a lot of misplays actually. Well,
What about number guy?
number guy, he he's so nervous during some matches. He's playing he's playing well, but his play lacks understanding. I was watching his control play. Yeah, he's doing semi good, but maybe not the optimal plays. I think he's a bit. Uh, he's good enough to be on
To be
Blizzcon.
there,
Yeah,
not to win it.
maybe not that good.
Speaking of BlizzCon, obviously there will be like other 4 regions. We'll have Asia, Korea, and North America, and Taiwan, right? Yeah. So have you seen what the Asian guys are building and testing, and how much research have you done on the Eastern regions?
No research at all.
Really? So are you like scared not knowing what they can bring up?
No, I'm not. Like I'm playing ladder a lot, and I've seen a lot of different decks and weird. I had a lot of weird games. So what can I be surprised of?
I don't know, like actually don't know, like Twisted Nether Warlocks.
Like, come on, play it. I mean, I don't care. You can play it. Play Twisted Nether. You want it? Play it. Okay.
Drain Life, like Savages actually lost to this, like in China, I think.
For Twisted Nether?
Yeah, I think like I'm not sure if this was the deck, and now probably somebody's calling me on my bullshit, but there was a Warlock with Drain Life and Twisted Nether the guy that actually played it beat Savages in the round of 16 of WCA.
Yeah, if it were like a best of 3 or best of 5, maybe it's not so hard to beat even a pro player. I mean, it's pretty hard, but if you get in a generous luck, it's possible.
I think we can bring this up, Kolento. Thank you very much for joining me. This was Snadra from day 2 of GosuGamers. Stay tuned.